talk about how to create a new vision for your life for those especially over 40. Sometimes it can be hard to dream again after you've done the thing. So if you are 40, 50, 60 years old, and by society standards, you've made it, you've done the thing, you've got the job, you've got the car, you've got the house, you're independent, you're taking care of yourself, but you're at a point where I don't like this anymore. I want to do something different. I know that there's more and I need to do something else. I want to do something else. There is more that has been put in me. Guess what? This is the session for you. So, what I often find with successful women over 40 who are ready to move to their next level is that they've been through all of this and life has taught them exactly what it is that they don't want. So, life has shown them what they don't want. So, they've done all the things and they know what they don't want, but they don't quite know exactly what it is that they really want. And so we're going to work through today and identify what it is you want. What is the new dream for your life and how you can get it? And so this is a real working session. So this is a good time to go get your pencil and paper because we're not just going to talk about it. You're not just going to sit and look at my face. Let's go ahead and work through this process. So you know what you don't want and you know how you don't want to exist. But there is this big problem. The big problem is that you don't know what it is you really want or how to get it. And so, it goes back to the idea that for many of us, we were taught, to stop dreaming, stop daydreaming. Girl, be realistic. Stop doing that. You know that ain't reality. Stop talking crazy when you said the things that you wanted. And so some of us, we got so realistic. We only desired the things that we could see in front of us. We all, if our paycheck said that we make $3,000 a month, we never go outside that $3,000 a month, and that's not dreaming. And so we're going to talk about how to dream big, what the process is for that, and how you can manifest whatever it is you want in your life. Point blank, period. You can do this. And so I want to remind us, just as educators, that we have been in the school system and the school system taught us much of this along with our family and our culture. Because what do we tell the kids who are saying, I want to be an NBA player, I want to be NFL? The first thing we say is, what's your plan B? Well, everybody can't be an NBA player. Everybody can't be an NFL player. The kid wasn't talking about everybody. He or she was talking about themselves. They were talking about one person, and you got to talking about how everybody wanted to do this thing. No, everybody doesn't want to be an NFL player. And so we teach folks early as educators. We got to own this. And when I say we, I don't mean every single one of you, because I know that I was one of the people who did not crush dreams. When a kid told me they wanted to be an NFL player, I would say, okay, well, what do we need to do to get you to NFL? Because the last time I checked, most NFL players are drafted out of college. So we got to get you to college so they can find you to draft you. I'm not tearing down your dream. If this is what you want, this is what you can have. Hey, B. Janice. Hey, how are you today? And so we have to own our part in this, even with our own kids. If your kid comes up to you and says, I want to be an astronaut, are we encouraging the astronaut, or are we telling them because of some disability that they have or because they don't make straight A's in school that you can never be an astronaut? So I want us to understand where our own limiting beliefs come from so that we can begin to work on that. But we're going to talk about, like where these things come from, and we're going to put a game plan together. And I also want us to think about people who never gave up on their big dream. One person who I think about is Tabitha Brown. I love Tab. I love Tab. So Tabitha wanted to be an actress. She always wanted to, as she says, she wanted to be Rudy's friend on The Cosby Show. She didn't know the name of it, but she knew she wanted to be Rudy's friend. And her mom told her that was an actress. From a very small kid, that's what she wanted to be. She went to school And somebody told her, I think she said it was her dad or somebody who told her, well, actresses don't make a lot of money. So maybe you can, do fashion design, because then you'll be able to make some money in between time. First, I want to know how many of us did that. How many of us went in with a big dream, with a big idea, and then somebody told us to think about a plan B, or we settled and went for something else. Now, those of us who can be honest, not all of us grew up wanting to be a teacher all our lives and went to teach and then lived our dream. Many of us started trying to do something else, and then someone or something blocked our path. So if we can be honest about that. So then Tab went on, and life began to take toll. She went to work. She had a baby. She moved to LA. She moved to LA, or outside of LA, and did all these things. And when she was there, she knew that she still wasn't quite doing what she needed to do. But understand this, she never gave up on her dream. See, some of you all have given up on the dream, and some of you all have forgotten what the dream was. So then she was in her Uber. So she was willing to risk it all. See, a lot of us are not willing to risk it all. We don't want to risk anything. If our dream can't come in the comfort of our home and in the confines of our bank account and allow us to keep all the things we currently have, we're not going after our dream. I'm just saying, it's some of us who feel like if I can't have it the way it is right now and it just elevate my life, then I don't want it. Tab was driving Uber. Do you think Tab said, I want to drive Uber? No, Tab needed to bring some money into that household. Tab needed to help out with some of them bills. And Tab went and got to drive an Uber so she could still go to her auditions in the daytime. She couldn't worry about what people were going to think. She couldn't worry about what people were going to say. She flipped it and made it better. She said, oh, well, as I'm driving, I might get some producers. Hey, Karel. Hey, what's going on? So good to see you, to chat with you, have you on here. So Tab was doing her Uber thing and went inside to get a sandwich from Whole Food and came back and started telling people about it. She just wanted to share with people the good news. And that was her breakthrough. See, you never know where your breakthrough is going to come from, but you got to know what your dream is. She wouldn't have known what her dream was, or even that she was living her dream, if she didn't know what her dream looked like. A lot of us don't even know what our dream looks like. So we don't even know when we're living it to be able to rejoice and say, I'm here, I've arrived. Some of us, we just live day by day and just accept what life has given us. And I'm here to tell you, you do not have to do that. And so I'm asking you right now, what is your dream for your life? What is your dream for your life? Put it in the chat. Talk to me. We can interact. Put it in the chat. I can read the messages in the chat. What is the dream that you have for your life right now? What is the dream that you have for your life for 2024? What's the dream you have for your life? So Tabitha Brown went from Uber to social media to everybody's favorite auntie all over the internet. And she's done all the things she wants to do. And she was only able to do that by holding on to her dream. By holding on to her dream. If you don't have a dream right now, that's okay. Let's create it. Let's create it. From the dream comes the vision. See, we got to have a vision for our life. So let's get into the steps. Step one, no delay. Step one, we're going to start with a blank piece of paper. We're going to start with a blank piece of paper. We're going to start with a blank canvas. Where's your paper? Do you have your paper and pen? Let's go. See, part of the work is doing the work. And some of us, we just want to listen and not do the work. Get your paper. If you couldn't come up with what your dream was right now, that means that you don't have one. Let's get it done. Karel says, I have a ton of STEM books that I have authored and start my STEM education nonprofit. Look at Karel. All right, girl. All right, Karel. That's what I'm talking about. Karel, you're doing it. You're doing it. And that's what you said you wanted to do. B. Janice says, just going day to day. B. Janice said, I can admit I don't have a dream right now. B. Janice, let's create your dream right now. This is real time. We're going to create your dream. If you can dedicate 30, 40 minutes with me on this live session, we can create your dream right now. So get a piece of paper, Corel, come on, let's elevate your dream, Corel. You done author these books and you have your STEM education nonprofit, but what is the dream for that? What is the dream? Where do you want that to go? And let's not dream little dreams. Let's dream big dreams, because this is what I want y'all to know. God ain't intimidated by y'all dreams. He is mad because y'all dream too little. He's mad because y'all dream too little. You limiting God. He's saying whatever you want, you can have. And you're saying, just give me a little bit and that's good enough. And he's saying, come on, test me. Come on, test me. Let me show you how awesome I am. Let me show you how powerful I am. Let me show you how much I love you by allowing you to live the way you desire. That's why we have free will, people. So step one, start with a blank page, a blank canvas. Don't be afraid to blow up your life. Don't do what's comfortable. Don't do what's safe. I want you to dream big right now. Dream big. Corel says I published 2 books and she's working on her 3rd. Okay, so let's dream big. Let's go further. So let's think about this. What is it that you really want for yourself? Overall, what's the dream you have for yourself? Let me tell you some of the dreams that I have for myself. And I'm going to say it in affirmation as if it is. I am a sought after speaker. That's a dream I have for myself. I'm a sought after speaker. I am a successful author. I am a successful author. I help women get free from mental slavery. That's a dream I have for myself. I help women get free from mental slavery. I am in the best shape of my life. I'm in the best shape of my life. I am adored by my husband and kids. I am absolutely adored by my husband and kids. And it was so funny because last night, my nieces and my sister, we were on FaceTime. One niece called me on FaceTime and she was telling me about her birthday party that's coming up this week that I'll be going to. And they were arguing over the fact that I hadn't called the other ones, but I answered her call. And so it was such a great feeling. I had to stop them in the middle of it. I said, it is so just amazing that y'all arguing over who talking to me and why they ain't talk to me. I said, y'all making me feel really special. I feel really special right now. That's what I'm talking about. It was a full-on argument. All of them were trying to snatch the phone to talk to little old me. Little old me. That's what I'm talking about when your family loves and adores you. I am the rich auntie. Baby, I'm the rich auntie. That's my dream. That's my vision. I'm the rich auntie. And baby, the rich auntie shows out for them nieces and nephews and them great nieces and nephews. And if y'all follow me on Instagram and on Facebook, y'all see I shows out for my nieces and nephews. Baby, you will not operate in this world and not know that you was loved. Every child should have somebody who is special in their lives. They should know that they are somebody's special person. And I make sure my great nieces and nephews and my nieces and nephews know that they are special. But my vision and my dream is I'm the rich auntie, baby. I'm the rich auntie. Stop playing with me. So I am an award-winning CEO as I'm building my company and we are making strides and meeting goals. I'm going to be an award-winning CEO. I treat my employees, the people, and I don't even call them employees. This is my team. These are the people who help to make me great. And so I treat them with great pride, respect, and dignity. And it's going to be noticed. It's going to be noticed. And so I am an award-winning CEO. I am financially free. Are y'all writing y'all's down? Because I wrote mine down. Or y'all writing y'all's down? Or are you writing down what your dream is? That's what we're doing right now. We started with a blank piece of paper. You should have had your ink pen. And we are writing down stuff that we are dreaming for. B. Janice said, yes. Thank you, B. Janice. Thank you. Thank you. And y'all, if you with me live, give me a, hey, what's up? What's going on? Don't walk in the room and don't speak to me. Y'all know I'm a good old girl. Come on now. Say, hey, what's up? What's going on, Dr. D? And if you're catching this in the replay, give me a hashtag replay. Let me know you joined it. Let me know if this helped and supported you. My next thing, these are your goals, your vision, the dreams that you have for your life. It doesn't need to be in any particular order. I am a world traveler. I am a world traveler. I am a world traveler. Hey, Olivia. Hey, Olivia. Carell says, I help children create a love of STEM. I am financially free. I have cultivated a lifestyle that that my children where they reach for the stars. You see what that's what I'm talking about. Come on, y'all. We can motivate and inspire one another. I am a world traveler. I am a real estate investor. I am a real estate investor. Yep. I am a real estate investor. Notice I didn't say I am a landlord. Hey, Chanel. Hey, hey. Beautiful name. Beautiful name. I am a real estate investor. I am part of a sisterhood. I am part of a sisterhood. So what are you dreaming for? What is the dream that you have for your life? Write it down. Whatever it is, whatever you're desiring. I want to speak at events and motivate and inspire and support women. So my dream for myself is that not just that I'm a speaker, anybody can speak. See, I need us to get bigger in our dream. Anybody can write a book. I want to write a successful book, and I want to write a book that makes me money. I'm not just writing books just to write books. When I say I want to do something, what can I do to 10 times that? What can I do to make it bigger? What can I do to let God show out in my life so I can be an example for other people? So when I say I want to help women get free from mental slavery, a lot of us, we don't understand that we're still enslaved. The only difference is we're getting paid for it. That's the only difference. We go to a job we don't like. We do things we don't like. We show up not as ourselves. We shuck and jive and try to make other people comfortable. We try to lower our own identity to make other people feel better. We say yes when we mean no. We let people take advantage of us. No, that is not what we're doing. You got to break those chains. And guess what? I want to help the women to be able to do that. When I say I'm in the best shape of my life, that means that I know that right now I'm not in the best shape of my life, but I got a vision. I have a dream to be in the best shape of my life. Look, there's a very clear picture of that. And so think about what it is that you want. What is the dream that you have for yourself? I'm an award-winning CEO. I'm an award-winning CEO. Maybe you want to be an award-winning educator. Maybe you want to be an award-winning author. Whatever it is, let's write it down. And then now that we have the list, and your list can have as many things as you want. My list has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things on it. My list has 11 things on it. 11 things. How many does your list have? So then the next step. Now I want you to know we're on April 3rd. We're at April 3rd today. If we teleport all the way to the end of the year, December 31st, 2024, it's December 31st, 2024. Do you know what you're going to be doing? Do you know where you're going to be? Do you know how you're going to be operating? Do you know? Because right now you should have a vision for what's going to happen on New Year's Eve. So on New Year's Eve, I'll probably be having a dinner party or a game night with my family and friends. I will be somewhere in warmth. We always leave and go somewhere warm. It's likely going to be, again, Florida, because we just discussed this. And so right now, I can visualize on December 31st, 2024, I will be in Florida with my family, having a game night, a PJ night, whatever the night is that I'm going to have. And the question for you is, on December 31st, 2024, when you think about the full year, what would make this the best year of your life? On December 31st, 2024, as you sit in reflection, what would make this the best year of your life? So you have this grand dream, but the dream doesn't happen all at once. So we have to break the dream down into some of the goals that we have to accomplish in order to prepare for the dream. Okay, so let me give you an example. So on December 31st, 2024, I will have had an amazing year if I have spoken at one major event. If I have been a keynote speaker at one major event, I am going to be like, mwah, I'm all that. If I have supported 80 women to get mentally free, if I've supported 80 women to get mentally free. At the end of the year, when I reflect on what all I've done in my masterminds, in my courses, but mainly in my mastermind, if I've supported 80 women to come through there, to complete the program, to make the progress, and to do the thing that they want to do, I'm going to be flabbergasted. I'm going to be super excited. If I have on December 31st, 2024, if I've lost 40 pounds, 40 pounds. So notice that it's April right now. By December, if I've lost 40 pounds, I know that I'm on the road to being in the best shape of my life. If I have spent quality time with my family, and I can identify those times, the trips that we took, the memories that we made, the vacations that we planned, the events that we did together, then I know that I've had an amazing year. If I have networked at a high level, listen here, that's how you get on the stages. That's how you make the book sales. That's how you create the relationships, through networking. So if I've networked at a high level on December 31st, I look back all the way back over 2024 and I see that I have networked at a really high level. I know that this was a really great year for me. This was the best year. Hey, CJ Walker. Hey, how are you? And then if I, on December 31st, 2024, if I have saved $50,000, it's an amazing year. It's an amazing year. On December 31st, so again, we started with a blank piece of paper and we put our biggest dreams on there, and we didn't limit God. We said, these are the things that I'm dreaming for. I want to be a sought after speaker. I want to be a successful author. I want to help women get mentally free. I want to be in the best shape of my life. I want to be adored by my husband and kids. I am the rich auntie. I am an award-winning CEO. I am financially free. I am a world traveler. I am a real estate investor, and I am part of a sisterhood. That's the dream that I have. This is the big, hairy, audacious dream that I have. And then how do I get to this dream? I future project to December 31st, 2024, and I figure out what are the things that I need to do in order to prepare myself to live in this dream. Y'all with me? Are y'all with me? Are you doing this for yourself? Are you writing it down? And are you willing to share it in the chat so that other people can see it and begin to motivate themselves and begin to dream a bigger dream? Because some of us just need help from other people to dream a bigger dream. So then on December 31st, if what would make this year the best year ever for me, on December 31st, if I look back at what are the things that I've accomplished, if I've spoken at one event, if I've supported 80 women through the mastermind, if I've lost 40 pounds, if I've spent quality time with my family and friends, if I've networked at a high level, if I've saved $50,000 that is not for a purpose, that is in the savings account, just sitting there with no goal to it, and I've taken a trip out of the United States, because that's how I'm going to be a world traveler. How am I going to be financially free? By having money available and by having things paid off. How am I going to be an award-winning CEO, a sought-after speaker, or a successful author? By networking at high levels, not that low-level networking. How am I going to be in the best shape of my life? By starting by losing 40 pounds. How am I going to help women get mentally free? By supporting 80 women in the mastermind. How am I going to be a sought after speaker? I got to speak. So I need to speak at least one event, be the keynote at least one event. Here is the key. Everything starts in your mind. Some of us are afraid to dream. Some of us are afraid to say it. And some of us are so busy trying to be realistic that we're not able to use our imagination. Some of you all may be thinking, I want to remodel my house. I want to decorate my living room, my dining room. I want to, for last year, one of my things was, and for those who follow me, you know, I'm sitting in it right now. I said, I'm going to remodel my attic. I'm going to turn that into my office, because the dream was to be able to be in a space that made me feel really good, that gave me luxury, that gave me all the things that I was looking for. You all can't see my space, but if you could see it, I have a built-in fireplace. I have a beautiful 75-inch TV. I have a window that brings in beautiful sunlight. I have beautiful furniture in this other part of my attic right back here. This is my office space. And so I have about 600 square feet to my office. The only thing is when you're looking at me on here, because the ceilings are slant, you see an angle of the ceiling. You don't get to see the full office and the beautiful view that I get and how I get to work in my office. But anyway, so I had to dream that. When I dreamed of remodeling my bathroom was very outdated, very old, and it is absolutely beautiful now. It feels like I'm in a Marriott hotel or somewhere when I go into my bathroom now. Right now, I can visualize my birthday dinner on the beach. So I'm already planning for my birthday. My birthday dinner will be on the beach, beautiful white sand, beautiful clear water, a beautiful light breeze, but the sun is shining. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I can see that I'm going to pay off my credit card debt. I have credit card debt. I didn't say I want to be debt free. I believe in using debt to move you forward. It is an asset. And so I am going to pay off the credit card debts. Personal debt, I do not like. Business debt, I am okay with. I'm going to write one book. So these are things I'm just trying to share with you, things that, you got to dream a bigger dream. In order for me to write my book this year, I then have to dedicate time to writing. But let's get back to the point. Everything starts in your imagination. And you can, if you, in your mind, if you can't imagine having that much money, when I said I'm going to save $50,000 this year, if in your mind you say, oh, I can't imagine saving that much money, you can't, you won't, you're not, because you can't even imagine it. See what I'm saying? You got to be able to imagine it first. You can't even imagine seeing $10,000 in your bank account that does not have any use. It's just sitting there and all of your needs are met. I'm just saying, let's get it done. Let's start to imagine. I can't imagine driving a car like that. Some of y'all see other people's cars and you're like, oh, I can't imagine driving a car like that. Somebody told me, they said, oh my God, I can't imagine driving a truck like that. If somebody hit you, that's a whole bunch of money. What, you'll never drive it because you can't imagine it. But because I was able to imagine it, that's how I was able to step into it. That's right, Olivia. That's right. I can't imagine living in a house that big. I used to say that. Y'all, I'm real scary. And I don't like all them rooms and stuff because I need to be able to see people. But I stopped saying that. And I started saying, that's a beautiful home for them. That is absolutely stunning. That is an amazing space. I stopped saying, I can't imagine living in a home like that, because I can't imagine living in a home like that. Kara Cozy said, that's so true. You have to just say it and imagine it. Right. But we're scared to even say it. What I need you to know is that you are not intimidating God. I need you to know that you're not making God mad. Whatever you believe is God, whatever God is for you, you're not making him mad. He's not upset. He's not trying to figure out why you want so much. As a matter of fact, the question is, why do you want so little? Why is it that you can't dream a bigger dream? Why can't you challenge him or her and get to something bigger? So everything starts in your imagination. Everything starts in your imagination. Can you imagine grocery shopping without a list? Going into a grocery store, no list, getting whatever you see that you want, that you desire. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine having a driver? Someone who takes you wherever you want to go, they're your paid driver. Can you imagine having a chef come to your home to prepare the meals instead of buying those kits where you prepare it yourself? Can you imagine a housekeeper coming to your house once a week to tidy up and to take care of everything for you? Can you imagine having a personal assistant who helps you to schedule your doctor's appointments, who puts your schedule together for you, who runs and gets your dry cleaning for you, who takes care of all of the errands, who helps you put your life together. Can you imagine this? Olivia says, I'm working out as I listen to this. This is giving me life, Dr. D. There you go. There you go. Can you imagine this? Can you imagine $20,000 in your savings account without a purpose? It's just sitting there. Every time you go into use your card or you go to check on your account to check the financial fitness of your account, you see that you got $20,000. All your bills are paid and you're not struggling and scrounging for cash. You know where your income is coming from and you know the flow of your money. Can you imagine finding your dream home? That's what I'm doing right now. We're working on finding our dream home. But if you can't imagine it, how can you get it? So I'm already imagining, baby, when I say I know what my backyard looks like, it has a pool in it. It has a patio because I love to drink my coffee on the patio. It's going to be a TV on the patio. It's going to be a little space for a garden back there. It's going to have a space for my parking. It's also going to have a basketball court because, you know, I'm the great auntie. So, you know, I'm going to have something for them kids to do. It's going to have grass. Yes, actual grass. So I got to move to a place that really got grass. You know how some of these places ain't got grass. It's going to be absolutely stunning. It's going to be absolutely stunning. Can you imagine buying your dream home? What is your dream home? Are you afraid of how much it costs? This was something that I had to battle with because I had to come to terms with my dream home is going to be between $450,000 and $650,000, depending on which area of the state I moved to in Texas. I had to come to terms with that. I was getting scared and I was thinking, oh my goodness, that's like a $5,000 a month house note payment. What if I can't make it? And I had to stop myself and I had to say, you know how to make money and you make way more than $5,000 every month. Why are you worried about this? And you've been doing this for over 5 years now. What are we talking about now? What are we talking about? Stop it. We don't go backwards. We go forward. You first got to be able to imagine it. Can you imagine finding your soulmate? Can you imagine it? For some of us, we can't. We think that all men are dogs. All these men out here, all they want to do is get somebody to take care of them. If that's what you're thinking, that's what's going to happen. You should be thinking, oh, I can't wait to find my soulmate. Let me prepare. I know that my soulmate is looking for me. I'm going to attract them to me. But can you imagine finding your soulmate? So this is how dreams are turned into a vision for your life. Let me give you just a little bit of statistics so that we know what we're dealing with. So first of all, we took step one. We got a blank piece of paper. And then we wrote down our dreams. And then we turned those dreams into the vision that we have for this year by December 31st, 2024. Then we understood why we need to imagine. And some of us need to go back and alter some of the things that we were dreaming because we were dreaming too small. Let's make those dreams bigger. Let's make them bigger. And now I want us to understand why it's important for us not to just sit and listen to this, but to actually write it down. And I demonstrate this for you every day that I've been on live this month. I demonstrate it to you every time I pull this piece of paper up. Every time I pull this up, it's right here on my computer. I can see it every day. This is my Abundant April, to support 10 educators to live their dream life, to show gratitude and give back consistently, and to do a 9 a.m. live every day. Here I am. It's 9:58. Here I am. So the stat says that successful people write their dreams and goals. You write the vision, you make it plain. It's biblical. You know it's in the Bible. You know it's biblical, but it also makes sense. Whether or not it's in the Bible, it makes sense. So 80% of society have no goals or dreams. This is what we need to understand. You want to know why only 20 to 30% of the world gets to live in the upper income? Because the other portion are doing the things that people do. If you don't want to be successful, don't do what successful people do. But if you want to be successful, do what successful people do. 80% of society, they don't have goals or a vision. They don't have any goals. They don't have a vision for their life. They just operate day to day. They wake up, they go to work, they fall into a routine, and they do this day by day. They have nothing written down. They have no idea how their year is going to end or what would make this year a fabulous year. And then 16% of people have goals, but they're not written. They think that they can remember them in their minds. Let's be honest, even the people who are on live with me, if we think about the people who are on live, 80% of us don't have any goals. We just show up each day. We say some stuff. We don't work towards it. We don't know. We just show up. We go to work. We take care of our kids. We take the kids to the game. We go grocery shopping. We clean the house. That's what we're doing. That's all we got. We might say, I want to go out of town. I want to go on a vacation. And that's all we got. But then 16% have goals, but they're not written. So those are the people who say, I'm taking a vacation this year. I'm going to make it happen. Then at the last minute, they pull something together and make it happen. Then 3%, we're all the way down to 3% people. 3% have them written, but they don't know where it is. You wrote it down. Some of y'all today going to take the time to write this down. You're going to engage with me through this process. And then you're going to get up, you're going to leave that piece of paper, you're going to go on about your life, or you're going to put it in a notebook. And 3 weeks from now, you won't know where that notebook is, where that piece of paper is, or what you wrote it on. I'm just being honest. And then 1% have written them and will review their goals daily. And that's the percent that will have success. That is the exact reason why 80% of society in the United States falls into the lower class and the middle class. That's why 80% of them are there. And then the 20% are the ones who write the goal, review it daily. They written the goal, but don't always know where it is, or they have goals, but they're not written. Which one are you? Which one are you? So all you got to do is ask the people around you. Think about the people in your life. How many of them have goals written down? How many of them have a vision for their life? How many of them know what would constitute success on December 31st, 2024? Right now, think about your sisters. Think about your cousins. Think about your aunts. Think about your best friend. Think about the person who you spend time with on the telephone. Think about your neighbor. Think about them. Because guess what? People who do these things, they talk about them. They talk about them because it's something that they do daily. So then the next step, here's the next step. Let's get real. Okay, y'all ready to get real? So now some people always wonder, like, why vision boards? Why vision boards? Let me tell you why. Pictures help to make the dream clearer. So step 2, we're going to get some pictures to attach. See, because we think in pictures, we don't think in words. When I say birthday dinner, all you thought about was probably people eating. But that's all you thought about because a picture didn't really come to your mind at that time. But when I said birthday dinner on the beach, white sand, clear water, beautiful, sun shining, a light breeze blowing, it painted a picture for you. The reason why I was able to give you all of that because I saw a picture. I saw a picture as I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for my birthday. And then I began to look for inspiration. When I saw that picture, I was like, this is my birthday dinner right here. Cut it out, put it on a little piece of paper. Because these are things that you want to have done by December 31st, 2024. You got to have a vision for it. So as I'm planning my 50th birthday celebration, we talked about what it might look like. But once I began to look at pictures, the vision became really clear and the dream got even bigger. I believed it even more also. Like there is nothing that you can tell me that will make me believe that my 50th birthday celebration is not going to be the most amazing thing. There's nothing you can tell me. I'm going to have my birthday dinner on the beach. I am going to spend the day on the yacht. We're going to do an all-white photo shoot. And then from the all-white photo shoot, that's where we go to the dinner from. It will be about 12 of us. I'm not trying to do anything super big, about 12 of us at this event. We're going to be on the yacht all day with the chef, with the music, the DJ. We're going to play a few games. We're going to play some shot games too. It's going to be so fun. The last person to get on the boat, you got to take 2 shots. The first person to say a certain word, you got to take a shot. We're going to have us a good time, okay? We're going to have a good time. I can see all of this happening, and it's because I began to look at pictures and paint the picture. So the next, and then I began to think as I was building this image, and I hope this is helping somebody. I was thinking, what if I could do this around with just melanated people? Like as we go, I want to go somewhere where it's melanated people. I want to see people who look like me. I live in Missouri, and in Missouri, Black folks are not dominant here. We make up about 12% of the state, just like a lot of y'all in the states that y'all in. So I want to go somewhere where it's melanated people. I want to put my money in melanated land. So I was like, oh, maybe Jamaica is where I'm going. Maybe I'll be in Montego Bay. I don't know. So as I think about it, the vision begins to develop, the dream begins to get bigger, everything begins to get clearer. That's what you have to do. I can see the beautiful dinner on the beach. I can see the all white. I can see the photo shoot. I can see the day on the lot. I can even see the 12 people. See what I'm saying? So Chanel says, just did a photo shoot for my 50th. It was outside of my comfort zone, but I'm glad I did it. There you go. There you go. And one of the other things that we're going to do a swimsuit edition, because everybody who's going with me, everybody is 50 or older. And so we're going to show y'all what the new 50 looks like. Okay. Because when you see these photos, you're going to be like a damn non-person on that picture, 50 years old. We're going to show y'all what the new 50 looks like. And that's part of look, while I still want to be in the best shape of my life, I also want to be fly on my pictures too. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest. And so the next thing, we're talking about using pictures. So you've written down these dreams. You've figured out what you want to, what December 31st, 2024, what would make that an amazing year. Now we're getting some pictures to make the dream clearer. When I think about writing a highly successful book, I got to get real clear with that. You can't just say, I want to write a successful book. What does success look like? So I'm going to sell over 5,000 copies in 1 year. In 1 year. Now, notice I didn't say, because first I got to write the book, right? So right now I'm halfway through writing the book. The goal is to have that book written by December 31st, totally finished. And then the next thing is I got to be willing to do the work to sell 5,000 copies. And let me just be clear. You also got to know what it is you're wishing for. So if you're thinking that $5,000 copies is not a lot of books, it's an extreme amount of books. The average book that you find that is a bestseller, that's on your New York Times best-selling book, those books only sell about 11,000 copies. If you sell 11,000 copies, you're a bestseller. You are doing phenomenal. And so that's where I came up with my number from. Most people who write a book will never sell 1,000 copies, will never sell 1,000 copies. Listen to what I'm saying, because there are some people who think I'm going to write a book and I'm going to live off of the book you're not. When you write a book, you need to know the stats, you need to know the numbers, but that doesn't mean to limit yourself. So for me, I believe that I can sell 5,000 books in a year. I can support 5,000 women through this book in a year. And I believe that God is going to give me the provisions, because abundance is my birthright. And he's going to put me in position, and he's going to create the relationships for me so that I can move forward and sell 5,000 books in a year. I got 12 months to do it. You see what I'm saying? But it's because I'm able to imagine it, and I'm able to dream it, and I'm able to know what work I need to do to help God to help me. See, I can't just sit back and wish and pray. I got to wish and pray and hope and believe and step in faith and do the work. So the book is going to take me to my next level. I truly believe that. When I finish this book, because I'm halfway through with it now, and it's amazing. Oh my God, it's amazing. And I'm not just saying that. This has been the reviews from the book. So when I finish, it's going to support women who are in midlife to get their new life. That's what the book is about. I'm helping women who are in midlife. You've done all the things. You've taken care of the kids. You've done that stuff. You've taken care of everybody. Now it's time to take care of yourself. Now it's time to live the next journey of your life in a different way that supports you. Now it's time for you to take care of yourself. I'm going to help you and show you how to do that. Okay. So the best example that I've ever heard about, you got to imagine it. And this is why we sometimes have a hard time understanding how to imagine things and how to dream big and how to stay focused on the dream. So the best example I ever heard is from a lady named Terry Foy. And she said, do you know why when people come to the United States, they do so much better than people who are living in the States? And so I'm listening. I'm like, tell us, come on, tell us. And so she said, well, they've dreamed about this their entire life. Think about that for a minute. People who are in Nigeria, people who are in Spain, people who are in the UK, all those people who are in Russia, all those people who come into the United States, why do they come here and they tend to do better than us? People who are in China, people who are in Asia, they come here. She said, because they've dreamed about this their entire life. They've dreamed about coming to the US, which is the land of opportunity. They see it as the land of opportunity. They see this as the place where they can come and be free. And so when they finally make it here, they have such a positive image of the United States, of the opportunity, of the ability to be able to make money, of the ability to be able to make choices, that they step right into it, and that's what they do. But then those of us who we stay in the United States, we don't see it as the land of opportunity. We don't see it as the place where you can make good money. We don't see it. We see it as, we built this land. We got to work hard and we ain't getting, ain't nobody finna do that. You see the difference in perspective? So they can imagine it. They can see it. And we have a different perspective. So we don't see it as the land of opportunity. Maybe it's time to change our perspective. Maybe it's time to change our perspective. And does that mean that the United States is perfect? Absolutely not. But you're going to get what you see. You're going to get what it is that you see. And so that's the best example I've heard. And it made totally good sense to me. They're looking forward to the opportunity to work. Are you looking forward to the opportunity to serve? Are you looking forward to the opportunity to change your life? Are you looking forward to the opportunity to dream big? Can we be honest? And if you are, why haven't you been doing it? Why have you not been doing it? So step 3, let's go on to step 3. Come on now. We're going to speak the vision, because words have power. Words have power. We talked about this yesterday. Words have power. We're going to speak the vision. So some things that we got to stop saying first. We can't speak the vision until we realize that we've been saying some things that keep us stuck, that keep us negative, that keep us held back. We say things like, I don't ever win nothing. Girl, I ain't lucky like that. Why do you say those things about yourself? Like, stop talking about yourself and start talking to yourself. I'm tired of people always taking advantage of me. I'm tired of people talking about me. See what we think about what we're saying. People, somebody told me the other day, high blood pressure runs in my family. Girl, high blood pressure. No, we're not claiming that. We're not speaking that. This is how we talk about ourselves. I'm going to have high blood pressure because high blood pressure runs in my family. Or it's okay to have high blood pressure because my mama had high blood pressure, my grandma had high blood pressure, my great grandma. So it just runs in my family. Girl, I just can't seem to lose this weight. I've been trying to lose weight for 5 years, and this weight is stuck on me. I can't get it off. Honey, I'll be in debt forever. I'm going to owe them student loans until I die. I'll be in debt. I'm taking this debt to the grave with me. Y'all know y'all done said these things. Not all of them. What's the thing that you say? What's the thing that you say? Somebody said, girl, I'm 52. I ain't getting married. That time is gone for me. I'll never get married. I'm just saying. People always stealing my ideas. That's why I don't say nothing, because people always stealing my ideas. I say something, then here they go popping up doing it. People say that. Listen to me. Listen to me. People say that. Just like I just told y'all about my birthday idea. There are people who will think that because you then go and plan your birthday idea that you stole my idea. No, you can have the idea and I can have the idea too. We can both have a fabulous birthday. It's about the perspective that you have and what you're telling yourself. You didn't steal my idea. You were inspired by my idea. There is a difference. I still get to have my idea. I still get to do it. I still get to build it. I still get to grow it. I still get to experience it. And I'm even more grateful that you were inspired by my idea to elevate your life. It's not a bad thing, but it's how we think about things. It's how we think about things. They not going to hire me because I ain't got no degree. Really? Really? Girl, I ain't finna go in there and mess that up. We got to think about how we speak to ourselves. We got to declare something different. Let's say things that are going to uplift us. Baby, how about I am overqualified? I am qualified by the Almighty. I am sought after. People are looking for me. They just don't know where I am. And I'm going to make sure they know where I'm at. I am confident. I am clear. I have clarity. I am an expert. I've been doing this for 20 years. I am absolutely an expert. I am courageous. Courageous can only exist if there is fear involved. I am courageous. Stop saying I'm afraid. Stop saying I'm fearful. Stop saying that. Say I am courageous. You can only be courageous when there is fear. Other than that, that ain't courage. Courage requires you to move forward with the fear still existing. Courageous means I am going to do it and there is risk involved. I am courageous. I am disciplined. I am disciplined. Stop saying I don't have enough time. I got too much going on. I am disciplined. I know how to prioritize the things that need to happen and remove the things that don't. I am disciplined. What are you speaking to yourself? What are you speaking to yourself? When you say, I'm not a lucky person, when you say, I'm tired of people taking advantage of me, I'm tired of doing everything for everybody else, I'm tired of not having nobody to turn to, I'm tired of being the one to do it all. Yep, that's what you're telling yourself. What do you want to declare? I am supported. I am cared for. I have a support system in my life. I am loved. I am healed. What are you declaring for yourself? I just need us to think about this. What are you speaking into your life? This all goes into dreaming because you can't dream big on one side and talk crazy and down to yourself on the other side. They cancel each other out. Step 3, last step. Now we got to take action. Winners take action, point blank, period. You can sit and you can talk a good game all you want to. You can have all these dreams. You can talk all this good stuff. Hey, Dr. Steph. Hey. Happy Wednesday, Dr. Steph. I got your email. I got your stuff. I'm trying to determine how I want to do this because I got some words for you. I got some help for you. Winners take action. In order to write the book, I had to dedicate every Sunday to write. Winners take action. I said I wanted to write this book. It was going to take me to my next level. Y'all know I just reviewed it with you. We're in April. For 6 months, I took almost every Sunday and wrote in my book, revised in my book, edited in my book. I'm over halfway through with the book. That's how I know that I'll be finished by the end of the year. Winners take action. I write every Sunday up to 6 hours, whatever the Spirit gives me. If it's 2 hours, it's 2 hours. Sometimes it's 4 hours. Sometimes it's 6 hours. But I cut the clock off at 6 hours. I write up to 6 hours. I've written half of the book already. Winners take action. What action are you taking? I want to lose 40 pounds by the end of the year. Winners take action. I've lost 10 pounds between the month of March to April, really kind of February to April. I've lost 10 pounds. I'll lose 10 more pounds between April and May. By December 31st, I'll have lost 40 pounds, if not more. Winners take action. And what else? I'm drinking my water. I'm not eating fast food. And I'm limiting my sugar intake. Winners take action. We don't just talk about it. We don't just keep saying, "Ooh, girl, my belly sure is big. Girl, don't look at my belly. Girl, I know my belly big. Girl, look here. These big old legs of mine." That's not what winners do. Again, stop talking about yourself and pay attention to how you talk to yourself. Girl, we got this. Girl, you got that water. Girl, I love you for that. I love this for us. I tell myself, girl, I love this for us. I love this for us. Y'all see that skin? Y'all see that skin? That's that good water clearing up all that on that skin, okay? Y'all see that? Hey there, strategy lady. Hey, hey. So winners take action. We take action. I want to support 10 women in April. I want to support 10 women in April. How am I going to do that? Some of y'all saying that y'all want to do stuff in your business. All you doing is talking. I want to get my first client. I want to be more visible. I want to launch a product. I want to create a product. All you doing is talking. What are you doing? For me, I want to support 10 women in April. So I got to show my expertise. I got to show up. I have to provide value. I can't just talk about what all I can do. I got to provide value for the people who need value. Look at Tamara Irvin. Come on, girl. Yes, the glow. I got to provide value. But guess what else I got to do, people? I got to make an offer. Like I have to make an offer. And then I got to follow up. Making an offer is only one portion. It's the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. And I got to invite folks to book a call. If I'm looking to help 10 women in April, there are things that I got to do. I just can't wish and hope and pray and say, oh, I just want this to be a good month for me. Y'all see my thing right here? There's my goal. Abundant April. Support 10 educators to live their dream life and show gratitude and give back consistently and do a 9 a.m. live. You see that? I'm showing up. I'm doing the work. I'm providing value. I'm showing you I'm an expert in what it is I do. I'm living my dream. I know how to help you get to your dream life. I know how to build an ed consulting business. I know how to bring in clients into a business, even if you don't know any administrators. I know how to create multiple streams of income while only focusing on your gifting. I know how to help you monetize your skills. I know how to do that. For those who are ready to get started, I got a live teaching course, the Consulting Success Academy. It's coming up. It starts on April 17th. It starts on April 17th. We're going to help you to create the assets that you need to go after contracts. We're going to help you to create the things that you need. Some of y'all showing up real raggedy. You showing up real raggedy. Dr. Steph said we don't talk about it and be about it. That's right. So we got to come as an education company. We got to come as a business. We got to come as a CEO. We can't come as a teacher. We cannot come as a teacher. Teaching is the role that you're in. But we are selling our skill set, our expertise. We are selling the thing that we do. We are selling our talent. We're monetizing what it is that we do. We don't care what your role is. We don't care how many courses you taught. We don't care how many schools you taught at. We don't care about any of that. We want to know what results did you get. And so in the Consulting Success Academy that starts on April 17th, I'll drop the link once I get off this live. I'll drop the link. So come back and check that link out. It's me teaching you live 5 times. Me. It's me. Looking at your stuff, giving you real feedback. See, a lot of these people, they'll bring you into their program. They don't give you no feedback whatsoever. They don't interact with you. They don't talk to you because they don't really want to see you grow. They don't want to see you live your good life. They want to get your money and go live their good life. That ain't my MO. See, because if I just want to go get money, I can go into these school systems, do my consulting, get them good checks, and live my good life. I can rake them school systems, okay? I can do that. I don't want to do that. Like, I want to support women. I want to support these women and help you to live your dream life. You done gave to these kids, to your mama, to your daddy, to your sisters. We the ones who took everything on our shoulders. And now that people are grown, things are more stable and you ready, you can have a new dream and it's okay. And I'm gonna help you to do that. So anyway, what are you doing? What are you doing to take action? She said teach, or should I say preach? So what are you doing to take action? I want to speak at an event. How am I going to speak at an event if I stay in my beautiful attic and don't ever talk to anybody, don't ever network, don't ever show up, don't ever show my expertise? How am I going to speak? How am I going to be sought after if nobody gets to hear the amazing thoughts that I have, the way that I operate, or the things that I believe? How am I going to be sought after? So that means that I have to network, and I got to network with people who can get me where I'm trying to go. Who are those people? I don't know. I don't know. So what do? You show up at places that you normally don't show up at, and you do things you normally don't do. Some of us think that we're just going to keep going to Applebee's, going out to eat with your family, and coming home and something miraculous is going to happen for you. No, that's not the way that works. I got a network. That means I need to put myself in spaces where people are that are ahead of me. See, y'all trying to continue to be the smartest person in the room. I want to be the dumbest person in the room. I want to be the person in the room with the least amount of money. I want to be the person in the room with the most questions. I want to be the person in the room that's still trying to figure out, and everybody else done figured out their thing. Because guess what? They gonna accelerate me. They're going to give me the cheat code. They're going to help me to use a hack that I didn't even know about. So what are you doing to take action? What are you doing? And then you got to be prepared. You got to be ready. You can't get ready. You got to be ready. So I already got my speaker reel ready. I already got my speeches prepared. I already know what my messaging is. I already got, because I'm ready, but I'm getting in position. So when it comes, when opportunity knocks, see, some of y'all think that when opportunity knocks, it's coming back. Let me tell you something, sis and bros. When opportunity knock and you don't answer, baby, it goes next door. When God gave you that idea, when God gave you that gift, when God gave you that talent, sweetie, he gave it to 99 other people because he knew only one of y'all was going to do it. Will you be that one? Will you be that one? Think about how many people go to their grave with their dream with them. Think about how many people died regretting that they never did the thing. They never traveled. They never spent time. All they did was work, work, work. And now that they on their deathbed, the work don't even matter anymore. Think about that. God gives you your talent, your skill. That is for you to be able to monetize it, not for you to enslave yourself in a system. I'm going to move on. Take action. Take action. I want to spend quality time with my family. I want to be loved and adored by them. So what do? I got to take action. I curate events and opportunities. I create the opportunity for us to spend good quality time together. For Juneteenth, I'm taking my family to the Black Rodeo in Dallas, Texas, in Fort Worth, Texas. We're doing this whole event. We rented this amazing Airbnb. We're going to have a family barbecue in the backyard. We're going to the rodeo. We're doing a little birthday party for one of my great nieces. She'll be 9. Like, you got to curate these events at the rodeo. Y'all know we got to get some cowboy boots. Oh my goodness, my sister is so crazy about this. And we got to wear the little shorts and the little t-shirt and the cowboy hat. Of course, we got to take some pictures. I got to curate the event. Some of us want to have these strong, amazing relationships with our family, with our children. We want to have these bonds, but we don't want to do anything to create it. We think that other people is going to create it. And let me tell y'all, I'm going to tell my Black sisters this. I'm not trying to step on your toes. I'm not. But I'm going to tell you a little truth. Some of us think that we're creating a bond by just taking our kids to church. That's not creating a bond. I'm not saying don't misinterpret me. I'm not saying don't take your kids to church. I said some of us think that we're creating this amazing bond. We're creating this amazing relationship solely by taking our children to church. And I say this because I've talked to several women and they say, oh, we spend quality time on Sundays. We go to church and then we go to dinner every Sunday. But then when you talk to their kids, the kids dread it. The kids hate it. No, when you're creating memories, you have to do things that will make the kids remember, that will bring a sense of excitement into them, that will make the kids say, those were amazing times. I'm just saying sometimes we get it confused and we get routine and tradition confused with creating memories in 2024. So we're doing what was done in the 1970s and in the 1980s when we didn't have a lot of means, we didn't have a lot of money, we didn't have a lot of opportunities. We're operating the way our parents operated, and that's not going to get you what you want to get in 2024. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Not trying to step on your toes. The strategy lady says, okay, now you preaching for real. It's much more than that. It absolutely is. It is. So when I say I want to spend quality time with my family, I want to be adored by my family, I want to feel loved by my family, I'm curating the events and the opportunities for that to happen. You got to create it. When I say I want to save $50,000, some of y'all got a financial goal that you're working towards. You want to save $10,000 this year. You want to save $5,000. I know that Tangeray is working to save $20,000 by June of 2024. I'm sorry, by June of 2025. And she's a little bit at close to halfway there. So she wants to resign from the school system. She wants to have $20,000 saved in her account. And so when we say things like that, you got to have a plan for that. For my $50,000, I realize I got to save $4,200 a month for every month in the year of 2024. If I plan to have $50,000. Now, does that mean that every month I'm going to save $4,200? No, one month I might only save $2,500, but then the next month I might have a really good month and I can put $7,500 over there. Then another month I might put $3,500, but then the next month I might put $6,000. I might have an event where I make $80,000 and I put 20,000 of that towards something. I might close 2 contracts instead of 1. So sometimes I'll go in. The goal is to close a $43,000 contract. They add some stuff on. Well, I just went from $43,000, which was the intended amount of the contract. Well, now it's $67,000. Well, I'm gonna take that extra money that I just made and I'm gonna put that into my savings account. I'm not touching it. I wasn't expecting that, no way. So you see what I'm saying? But above all, I got a monthly goal of $4,200. The months that I don't meet that goal, I'm working to make that goal the next month. But notice that I'm checking on this goal every month. I'm checking on this goal every week. The only way that I know if I'm going to make the goal at the end of the month is knowing on Friday, I do a financial Friday where I do 5 minutes to check on my finances and to check on my goals to make sure that I'm meeting my goals. Then that's when I know, oh, let me wrap it up next time. Oh, let me make sure I'm getting this. See what I'm saying? So what are you doing? What is the action that you're taking? Some of us are just hoping and praying and wishing. Some of us are just hoping and praying and wishing, and that's not going to get us to the point that we want to be at. I want you to know that you have not because you ask not. Yep. Some of us are afraid to dream. We're afraid to ask for big. We think that if we ask for a little, we will be respected and it'll be given to us. I want to tell you that that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. You have not because you ask not. And then some of us, the answer is dropped right in front of us, and then we're scared to accept it. Some of us, the answer is dropped right in front of us, and we're scared to accept it. Then we say, I've been praying, the Lord been sending you the answer, and you won't take it. You won't take it. Just y'all know the story. The Lord sent somebody to save the man who was looking for help. The boat came, he said, no, I'm waiting on the Lord. The plane came, no, I'm waiting on the Lord. The Lord said, I sent you all those things, and you didn't take it. Y'all better stop playing. Why are you afraid to dream big is the big question. Because when you sit back and you say, I'm waiting on God, I want you to know that that's a lie. I want you to know right now, you ain't never waiting on God. God is waiting on you. And he's disappointed that you don't believe he can deliver. I'm just telling you the truth. What I want you to take from this and what I want to share with you, just real quick, she said, get ready to have your ears ready because I'm asking. I'm just saying, seriously. So let me tell you let me tell you how I know. You're wondering, how do I know? Because at 42, I decided this couldn't be all for me. At 42, I decided this ain't it. I decided this ain't it. I had an 8-year-old, I had a 9-year-old, and I had a 14-year-old that I needed to provide for, that I needed to make sure they had a roof over their head, food to eat. We needed to pay the house note, grocery, car note, all of those things. I had never taken a true risk before in my life. Everything I did was safe. Going to college is safe. While it's hard, it's still safe. You go, they tell you what to do, they tell you what test to take, they tell you what grade you need to take. All you need to do is follow the directions. If you follow the directions, you will get to success. I had never taken a true risk. My first risk was when I met my husband. When I met my husband, I'd been in a bad relationship. I had been in a bad relationship, and I said, I'm not doing this because I'll leave you in a minute. I said, I'm not doing this. And I was tired. And I asked the Lord, I said, can you send me somebody for me? Because I don't have time for all this cheating. I don't have time for these people talking crazy. I don't have time for these people not wanting to work, don't know how to be a teammate, don't know how to be in partnership, don't know how to treat people. I don't have time for this, Lord. I don't want this in my life. Can you send me the person who you know that can love me and take care of me and give me the things that I desire and that I need and that I know I deserve? I prayed for that. Do you know the next day my auntie called me? The next day my auntie called me and she said, Nell, I want you to meet somebody. I want you to come down here to my job. Just trust me. I want you to meet somebody. Y'all, I almost threw up in my mouth because first of all, check this. First of all, me and my auntie, we ain't cool like that. We are totally different people, okay? Totally different people. I am very integrity filled. I am very principle filled, and that can be good and bad. I understand that. But I don't operate with people who are on a different energy level than me. So when she called, I was quite shocked. I was quite shocked. And I said, if she done picked up the phone to call me, let me go on and see what she's talking about, because what I do know is that she'll call my sister, but she won't call me. I went down there to meet this guy who she wanted me to meet. Y'all, when I say I wanted to box my auntie's head in, like I literally wanted to fight my auntie. Now you got to keep in mind, go back 25 years. Look at all this fineness. Take it back 25 years, okay? Baby, I was a brick house. Still look good. Still a brick house, okay? But take it back 25 years and you know that I was that thing, okay? And when she called me and I went to meet him, he wasn't what I was used to. First of all, he wasn't 6 feet tall. Let me just say that. First of all, he was not 6 feet tall. First of all, he was not 6 feet tall. And when I looked down at his shoes, baby, it looked like he'd had them shoes on for 26 years, okay? When I say disappointed, the look on my face was, you made me get up, put on clothes, dial myself up for this. And as those thoughts rang through my head, the Lord reminded me, remember your prayer. Remember your prayer. I can tell you what I was driving. I was driving a 95 Dodge. What's the little sports car with the little drop top, baby? With the caramel seats, baby. I was that thing. Do you hear me? He said, remember what you prayed for. Jimmy asked me, can he get my number and can we talk later? I gave him my number. I dodged his calls for 2 weeks. He did not give up. He continually called me. And then when I took the call, he called me and I took the call, because back then we didn't have all that fancy stuff. We was just getting into caller ID. I answered the call, and out of, the right thing to do, I had the conversation. We had an amazing conversation. And he said, yeah, I was at work. I had on my work clothes. I ain't putting on good clothes to go to work. I put on my throwaway clothes to go to work because I get real dirty. He was like, and so I love to take you to the movies and, we get to know each other. Okay, we'll go to the movies. Here we are 25 years later, still married, still having an amazing time. He's turned into 5, 6, 7 different people. I've turned into 5, 6, 7 different people. I've been able to grow with him. He's been able to grow with me. We have an amazing time. We have an amazing relationship. We have fun together. I can talk to him about anything, all because when the call came, I prayed for it. Then a call that I did not expect came, but I followed through. But he also was obedient, because he could have stopped dialing me. He could have stopped calling. He said, no, I knew you were the one for me. You was going to have to tell me no. And I was like, oh my goodness. And so I just want y'all to know that at 42, I blew my life up. I blew my life up with an 8-year-old and a 9-year-old and a 14-year-old. I quit my job. I resigned. I had never taken a risk before. And then I remembered that when you ask, God answers. When you ask, a lot of us won't ask because we're afraid of the answer that we're going to get. Then I said, God, I need to do better with what you've given me and get my financial life in order. I'm just telling y'all how I know God works. I said, I need to do better and get my financial life in order. I asked and he heard me. The next week when I went to church, guess what? And I don't even think it was next week. I think it was the next day when I went to church. Guess what the pastor was preaching about? The pastor was preaching about financial literacy, financial responsibility, financial stewardship. And he said, if you know you need to get your financial life in order, if you know you need to do better, if you know that you're not financially literate, I want you to sign up for this program called Financial Freedom by Dave Ramsey. How I'm going to deny that? I had just asked God for this. I had just said, this is what I need. And then I go to church and here go this man up here talking about exactly what I need. Are you serious? Yeah, it came with a cost. It wasn't free. You had to pay for that course. I looked at my husband and I said, oh my God, ain't that something? He said, we need to get signed up. We got signed up and our life has been changed forevermore since that day. We have some financial understanding. Before then, we had no financial understanding. Pay your bills, go to work. Pay your bills, go to work. That's all we knew. We thought that saving was the key to success. And now we know that investing is the key to success. So anyway, I'm just saying, do not be afraid to ask. I asked, but then I had to let everything go. Yeah, I done filed bankruptcy before. That was part of what I needed to do to get myself back together. I filed bankruptcy and I'm not mad about it and I don't feel any type of guilt about it. But I bet you what? I'll never go back to that place again. The lessons that I learned, I'll never go back to that place again. Yeah, I sold my big, beautiful house. The Lord said, let go. You trying to hold on to something and for what? This is what's creating your problem. Let it go. You've overspent. You've been financially irresponsible, and you think that you should hold on to all of the things that you were financially irresponsible with, and you get to keep those things and have more. Chanel, that don't make sense. You don't get to keep the big, beautiful house. You don't get to keep the 2004 Nissan Armada fresh off the lot with 6 miles on it. You don't get to keep that. You don't get to keep 2 kids in private school. You don't get to keep these things. But if you let go, if you surrender, if you believe that I can restore everything that you lose, and you're not losing it, you're giving it back. This is no longer how you want to live. See, sometimes we are so busy holding on to what it is we thought we wanted, and that ain't even what we wanted. That's what other people wanted for us. We believed that we had to have the 3,000 square foot home in the big community that everybody's looking at. We believe that because of the way people looked at us and the words that they said. Oh my God, did you see her house? Oh my God, she got such a beautiful house. She also had a beautiful house note. She also had a beautiful house note that was wearing the hell out of her. But we don't want to deal with that. And so when I let go and I let God, I let go and I let God, I told God, I'm trusting you. I believe that you know exactly what I need to do. And you keep giving me these signs and I am going to follow. I moved out that house. Me and my husband, we moved. We moved from that house to a townhome in one of the best communities in the state of Missouri. Never would have thought I could live in Clayton, Missouri. Never, never. Do you think it bothered me that we moved from a house to like an apartment, townhome, condo, whatever you want to call it? No, it was comfortable. It was nice. It was a great community. I didn't worry about what people was going to say. What you going to say when people ask you why you moving? It ain't none of their business. If we stop worrying about other people and stop worrying about other people's business, we will be better off. I filed bankruptcy. I said, hey, I can't do this. It's too much debt. I got to take care of this. But I tell you what, I'll never be in this position again. I'll never be in this position again. I went to my financial literacy classes. I learned what I needed to learn. I implemented what I needed to implement. I signed up on the spot and I prayed, and the answer was delivered. Here I am today. And for many years now, for the past 10 years, I've had over a 750 credit score. I'm financially responsible, and I've never been back to that place that I was. When I say the Lord restored everything that He said He would, the Lord gave me everything that He said I could have, and He gave me more than I ever dreamed of. That is why I am here sharing with you, because I had to take a bigger risk, but I had to let go to go up. I had to unclench my hands and open them up and let go of what I had in order to receive what was there. I had to go through the test to get to this testimony. Some of y'all don't want the test. You just want the testimony. You just want to talk about the beautiful house, the car, but you in debt, you struggling. You don't bring any extra money in. You can't take vacations. You can't do the thing. You're enslaved. You're enslaved, and you don't even realize it. You think you're free, but you haven't done anything to get free. We're in 2024. There are all types of ways to make money. How many have you done? How many have you done? You can do Airbnb. You can do Turo. You can make digital products. You can sell your expertise. You can do public speaking. You can do drop shipping. You can do all these things. You can sell candy out your house. You can sell t-shirts. You can sell mugs. Well, how many of them have you done? How much extra income are you bringing into your house? None, because you're sitting back, you're waiting on your job to pay you on the 15th and the 30th, and you think this is going to change your life, because we continue to participate in slavery even though we were free. The only difference is we get paid now. The only difference, we get paid now. The last piece of advice I'm going to share, and this is just in case you missed it. I surrendered. Some of us won't surrender. I stopped trying to direct the path. I said what my goal, my dream was. I said what the vision is. I understood what it was I wanted. I got clear. I had extreme clarity. I did the work. I prayed about it. I didn't want to give up the paycheck. I didn't want to give up the title. I didn't want to give up the role. I didn't even want to give up the schedule, because I knew exactly what my day was. And I didn't want to give up my 6-minute ride to work. I didn't want to give up the comfort of my office at work, because it was beautiful too. And I didn't want to give up the comfort of knowing exactly what it was I was going to do every day. And I didn't want to do that because I didn't believe that there was more. I didn't believe that you could have better. I didn't believe that you could have more. So I had to give it all up to move on to better. And that's what I did. And now I'm living a life that no one could have told me I could live. Nobody could have told me you can get paid multiple times in a month. Some months I get paid up to 15 times in a month. The month that I got paid 15 times in 1 month, do y'all know I was running through this house like I'm crazy, like a crazy woman? And my husband was just laughing at me. He was like, girl, I'm so happy you get to experience this. When I got paid 15 times in 1 month, y'all, I ran through this house like a banshee. Do you hear me? I was running through this house. My husband was like, I am so happy that you get to experience this. And I was like, why you didn't tell me about this before now? He was like, Chanel, I did. But you was so gung-ho on going to that job. And then it became a game. Let me see how many times I can get paid next month. Let me see what I can do. It became a game, and it became fun. And I realized that the more fun I had, the better my life was. Here I am today, living in my home. It's not perfect, but I'm going to move into my dream home. But it does what it needs to do for now. Notice that I didn't settle. It's not perfect. I know that I can have a bigger dream. I'm moving into my dream home. But my home is beautiful. It does exactly what it needs to do. It's decorated. It's comfortable. I enjoy it. My family gets to enjoy it. And most importantly, I'm not riddled with debt. My house note ain't $8,000, $9,000 and none of that foolishness. Okay. I get to take trips whenever I want to. I get to take trips at will. I'll be next week, I'll be watching LeBron James play with the Lakers. Next week, I'll be watching LeBron James. I will be at a real live NBA game watching LeBron play. And then I'm taking my good girlfriend out to brunch. Come on now. Then in May, we are doing a Mother's Day sisterhood where we are doing a Mother's Day photo shoot. We're going to make our signature perfume scent, and then we're going to an amazing dinner. We're going to laugh, have good times. We're having a photographer come to the park and do this beautiful photo shoot with us. Those are the types of things that say free to me. I get to go shop, and I have a chef who comes to my home every week and prepares food. I have a housekeeper who comes twice a month to make sure the house is nice. Pansy, facilitating leaders, told me I can have a driver. She told me I can have a driver. Look here, I'm getting a driver. Now, my husband done said, I don't need a driver, that he'll be my driver. I don't know. We gonna see, because I think that he needs to be in the back seat with me. But anyway, I'm just saying, I didn't know. I can travel when I want to. I'm going to Belize in November. We're going on a family vacation in December. We have the Texas rodeo, the Black rodeo for Juneteenth in June in Texas. We're going to do a family vacation to Alabama in August. Mississippi or Alabama, one. But these are curated events. These are things I wouldn't have been able to do this in the school system. I never could have dreamed my life would be like this. I get to drive my dream car. Never could have dreamed my life would be like this. I'm just saying, I never could have dreamed my life would be like this, all because I decided to surrender. I decided to let go. I decided to give my dreams to God and allow God to let me dream a bigger dream. And some of it wasn't even me. Some of it was the Lord saying, let me show you how much I can do, and I can do even more. Kara Cozy said, right, people don't want to move. People don't want to sacrifice, right? And let me not just make it sound like it. Tanisha said inspiration, and I hope that it does inspire somebody, because I'm definitely not boasting. I work hard. I work hard for the things that I have and the things that I get to do. But you know what? You work hard in the school system. You work hard at home. You worked hard in school. So hard work, we're not afraid of that. We do that anyway. Why not do hard work for your dreams instead of doing hard work for your superintendent's dreams, instead of doing hard work for your principal's dreams, instead of doing hard work for your instructional coach's dreams? How about do the hard work for your own dreams? How about that? How about that? So I work hard. Some days I work long hours, but guess what? I get to nap when I want to. I get to get up when I want to. I get to have my coffee. I get to start my morning slow. But yep, I work hard. Yep, I have to figure out my email campaigns. Yep, I have to do uncomfortable things. I have to call people that I don't know. I have to feel like I'm almost badgering people to get people on the phone. Yep, that's hard work, but it's an amazing trade-off when I get to do 10 days of work and make $43,000. Yep, it's an amazing trade-off. Yep, in order for me to do those 10 days of work, I had to put 5 days of following up, emails, DM, LinkedIn, all of those things. I had to do those things, okay? That's a part of the process. It's hard work, but that hard work is for me and not for somebody else. So you do have to sacrifice. I don't want to come here and make it seem like the Lord just said, here it is. You get to win the lottery. The Lord ain't going to even let you win the lottery if you are not prepared to receive the blessing. So some of us got to get financially responsible. It reminds me of my good friend. She's been working on her financial responsibility. She said what her dream was. She said she was leaving that job. She wanted to pursue her own thing, be self-employed, not have to answer to anybody, not work from a W-2. She started putting the pieces in place. The answer don't always come the way we want it to come. And that's what we got to give up. We got to give up the how. If you know what the dream is and you're clear about the dream, be okay with how it comes. The way it came wasn't the way she would have wanted it to come. The way it came was through the death of her father. When her father died, he left her everything that she gonna need to live exactly how she want to live. That ain't what she would have wanted. She didn't want her daddy to die. But we know that all of us got to die. And so if you got to die, how about you bless somebody in the interim? So now she ain't got to worry about it. She can pursue every dream that she wanted to pursue. The way that she got it wasn't what she wanted. But guess what? Because she is now financially responsible, because she is now financially literate, because she has a clear goal of what it is she wants. She has a dream for her life. She is crystal clear. And she's not going to let somebody come and okie doke her out of her money and the assets that she's received from her loving father. So he gives us the dream. That's right, strategy lady, but you got to do the work. He gives us the dream, but you got to do the work. You got to prepare yourself and you got to be ready to receive, but you got to believe that you have something that's going to be received. You got to believe it. I believe that this month is going to be an amazing month for me, and I'm preparing for it. Like I'm preparing daily for it. Do I know how it's going to come, when it's going to come, what shape it's going to come in? No, I do not, but I know it's coming, and I know that I need to be prepared. If I said it's going to be an abundant April, it's going to be an abundant April. And I'm going to do the work. I'm going to do the things. I'm going to show up. I'm going to do the things that I need to do. I am taking action. What are you doing? What are you doing? So for those who said, I am over 40 and I don't know how to get a new vision for my life, I don't know how to start a new journey, I just showed you how. I just showed you how. I just walked you step by step. I just gave you examples. I just gave you the commentary to help you to understand at a conceptual level and not at a task level of just doing stuff with no understanding behind it. And all you have to do is do it and believe, ask, and be prepared to receive, and then plan it. You can't say, I want to take my dream trip and never look to see where the dream trip is, how much it costs. What you got to go do some work. And then you got to begin to set up the payment plan. Stop making decisions based off your bank account. Let me get myself off here. I've been on here for an hour and something. Let me get myself off here. I hope this has been helpful for y'all. Come back tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm coming back again. I done told y'all I'm showing up. Tell me what you want me to talk about. I'll talk about it. Some days is inspiration. Some days is goal setting, but it's always about ordering, about living your dream life. That is my goal for all of us, to live your dream life. Olivia says, I just ordered my first affirmation cards. She's so excited. She created some affirmation cards. Olivia, congratulations to you. And I am so happy that you took action and moved forward. That's what it's about. How do you want to bring in more income if you want to do the things? She ordered the cards. Now she can sell the cards to bring in more money. That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations. Y'all have an amazing day.